Hi.
Just look at it and smile. Look at this morning. Doesn't that just give you like a warm hug? Yeah. What do you think, Distin? It's not hot, is it? It's not hot. We are anchored in Potts Harbor, and this morning we took the dinghy down and we decided to check out this little cove over here.
Maybe we will run down here a little bit and see what's in this cove.
Bad medicine.
Looks like it's deep enough water. First thing block that one boat.
Lobster boats are the backbone of Maine's lobster fishing industry. They have been described as the pickup truck of the Maine coast. These work boats allow for more than 6,000 Maine lobstermen to haul their catch. Lobstering is a family tradition and licenses are often passed down from generation to generation. Most of the Maine lobster boats are small, ranging in size from 22 to 40 feet, and operated by a solo captain or with a small crew of deckhands to help hold the traps. There is little hold space, and the back decks have a winch that helps pull the traps up from the ocean floor and into the boat. Just go with it. It's that long thing that we saw. Whew! That's some smell. We have seen a few of these boats with the long pole out the front of the bow. We aren't quite sure what it's for. We think it's for spearing fish or looking for fish. If you know, could you put it in the comments below? Now that's the setup to have. They have all their pots right outside their house and their boats. Telling Eric that this kind of feels like home. Little different. I guess it was close enough that they filmed the proposal here instead of in Sitka, Alaska. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think you could tell when you looked at the town. It wasn't the West Coast.
Wasn't Sitka, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Huh. This doesn't look like a problem, does it? I hope the kill switch is in there. So the kill switch is totally useless because he's not even close to it. If he falls overboard, that boat is got a motor running with nobody on it. I think I'm going inside to hang on to that thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that he should have taken his life vest off before he did that? Or maybe taken it off after he did that? Because the life vests are over there, not on the body. And that nice thick pullover is going to help him keep buoyant, right? So it's kind of fun to get a local newspaper when you're in the area. And Eric found something special. What'd you find?
Tide chart. We came to Maine and didn't get a tide book, so we're going to have to go someplace and get a tide book. Harbor, Hartsville, Maine. That's what we're looking at for tides.
For July.
Yeah, for July. We're still in June, but
that will give us a head start.
Yeah, we need one particular to where we're going.
We're gonna have to figure out how to get to land.
Yeah, we're gonna need to go to land for a little bit pretty soon.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of half and half.
Yeah, there is that. That's not even. Yeah, I'm thinking about other more critical things than that even. But anyway, like a tide book. Yeah, that would be critical.
What a beautiful night, though. It's a little chilly. We have our down blankets on, but it kind of feels like home. Probably more comforting to me than Eric. It is a gorgeous day. It's just, look at this. We've been here for 2 days. We got here, spent the night. The next day was totally rainy. So we just hung out in the salon and did our own thing and rested. Yesterday we woke up, it was foggy, but it got nice in the afternoon. And we got to get in the dinghy and go take a look at a few things. Now we're getting ready to go. And see, it's about 8 o'clock. Eric is up and going. I think we've got a 6-hour run. I'll ask him where we're going because I'm not sure he did the planning for a change. Since you did the planning today, where are we going?
Port Harbor or Caldwell Island.
This morning we get not only our coffee, but we get blueberry muffins that we got from the Dolphin Marina. Holy moly! Look at all that stuff. We weren't going anywhere. So what'd you think about this anchorage?
It was good. Yeah, good holding. A little rolly though. Actually, you get swell off the ocean during certain wind conditions. But most of the time it was great.
What'd you think of the Dolphin Inn?
It was great.
And off we go. What a gorgeous day. There's a kayaker. Look at these islands. All we have is some swells out here today. We ended up going to Caldwell Island, and here's our route. We left Harpswell around 9:18 a.m. and we got there about 2:10 p.m. Our average speed was a whopping 7.7 knots. Well, they have it marked, but that's a rock. Hate to accidentally hit that. Lots of working boats around here. It's 153 feet here that they're dropping the pots. It's kind of hard. I have to keep an eye on the front. Eric's down for engine room check. We are getting close. We are going just over here. It is 12:30 already. And we are going to get there by 1:49. It's a beautiful day. As you can tell, I'm about to dodge a few pots here. It looks like there's a boat over there keeping an eye on his pots. I haven't quite figured it out. It's almost like they drop their pots and then stick around because I'm sure it costs a lot of money to go in and out. And I mean, what are you going to do is you wait. So anyhow, I'm going to dodge these pots. Kind of an interesting boat. It looks kind of like a ferry. It doesn't have AIS. Well, why Eric drives, I guess, and Distin supervises. I'm gonna get down here and I need to marinate some chicken breasts so we can have chipotle chicken again. I'm pretty lazy, so I did a double batch. I figure we can have chipotle bowls maybe tonight, maybe chicken tacos in a night or two. But got the kitchen clean, so when we stop, Distin and I can go and chill out on the back. So we came around that island and we're coming through here. Eric's trying to find us a nice anchorage for tonight that's not rolly. Too bad those charts don't say whether or not there's houses in places. And we are here. We'll see how this turns out. And here's the predict wind forecast. And as you can see, the island's kind of sheltering us from the wind because on Tuesday it's going to pick up and it might be between 15 and 20 knots. So we want to be protected. Once again, we're having a chipotle chicken bowl. I have the vegetables cut up. We are making the rice on the stove since the generator is not going. Eric barbecues the chicken and it's a pretty nice meal.
Nice night. Very nice night. So we pulled into behind Caldwell Island. 3 days ago, we spent 2 nights here now, and it's been a really nice anchorage, actually. As a matter of fact, we'll come back, if there's a chance, we'll come back to this anchorage. Reminds me a lot of Southeast Alaska. It's the first time on the East Coast that I've had that remembrance. Anyway, you can see that the tide is kind of low right now. We've got a tide line that looks very similar to Southeast Alaska with seaweed growing on the beach there, or on the below the high water line. Seaweed is a little bit different than what you find in Southeast Alaska. You can see that there's the pieces with the air bubbles on it and so forth, but then there's long pieces of like grass-like stuff that it attaches to the bottom, and so that other stuff floats up. So it's almost like a kelp versus the seaweed that I'm familiar with in Southeast Alaska that is hard on the bottom. This stuff floats up from the top like a kelp. The other thing that I was noticing last night is there are bird calls. A warble. I'm not sure what kind of a bird it is, but it sounds it's a remembrance also of Southeast Alaska. The anchorage is kind of rolly at times, but not too bad. I mean, I think the tide comes through this opening over here from the open ocean. Get some rolliness going on. We're at about 35 feet of water with 200 feet of chain out. Seems to be very good holding. There's no current to speak of in here. I believe that pass up there that the sailboat is coming out of is the St. George's River. And again, this is Caldwell Island. The other thing that I would say is we were coming in here the other day, the pot buoys got just much more harder to see out in the open ocean. There's big sticks that stick up out of the top of them. But once we got closer to the inside, they got to be virtually just small little buoys that were much more difficult to see. And so when we were coming in here, and there were tons and tons of them, I was very worried about finding this anchorage full of pots, but it was totally empty. Nothing going on with pots. So that was also a good thing to come around the corner over here and see the anchorage without any pots in it, because it can be, I would imagine, difficult to anchor in a place where there are as many pots as there usually are.
We've been at this anchorage for several days now, just kind of catching up on some to-do lists and relaxing. It's been a nice, comfortable anchorage. Eric really loves it.
Got some visitors.
It's a beautiful day and we are headed out of here. We are going to go explore another anchorage. We are leaving Caldwell Island and we are going up to Pulpit Harbor, which is on New Haven Island. Although this is a popular harbor, if you want a harbor to yourself, this is not it. Look at the sunshine, and it's not too hot. Maine is wonderful so far. This guy just went by, but it kind of looks like he might be having some troubles. Wow, look at that mud.
So immediately after leaving the Caldwell anchorage, we get into just a raft of pot buoys, and I was commenting that you get up in the open ocean, they're actually easier to see. These in here don't have the big sticks on the top. They're just little markers. So now I'm watching. Try to guess how many there are out here.
Thought maybe he was going to give you an example of what happens if you run over one. Look at this. Look at that. All the way out there. All the way over there. Through here. And over to there. Even way over there. It's nuts. That's a seal. I'm pretty sure that is a seal. It's a little foggy, but not bad. We are just bopping along. It's about noon, and we're going to get there just before 1. We are getting close. Eric just went down to turn off the water maker. We are headed to Pulpit Harbor. Pulpit Harbor is nearly landlocked, so it has a lot of protections. It's easy to enter, and as you approach, you're going to see an osprey nest on Pulpit Rock. Okay, we're anchored. It was a short day. It was nice. Anchorage isn't quite what Eric was hoping for, but it's okay. That's where we came in. A couple little areas you can go into if you're a smaller boat. This boat next to us is the only one anchored, I think. The rest are mooring balls. There's quite a few boats and houses in here. I think that's what surprised us. And this is coming around the other side. Definitely not a remote anchorage. Lots of people, boats. Oh, roads. I think we're moving on tomorrow. We're just facing the wrong direction. We got lucky. The boat turned around and we were treated to an awesome sunset. Sometimes you just need to change your view to have a different outcome. Join us in the next episode where we actually find an almost remote anchorage. If you're enjoying following us with our journey, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. We love all your comments.
Havaseas you next time.